A portion of this video is sponsored by Zeiss Vision USA. Hello everyone and welcome to Professor Heinz's Choice. I'm Kenneth Heinz Jr. Today I'm going to introduce you to a wonderful friend of mine and master of portrait photography. Sony artisan Scott Robert Lim is going to take you through how he's utilizing the new Sony Alpha 9 Mark III and how global shutter has just really changed how he goes about photographing portraits. So as always, I'm someone who's not very big on long introductions. So with that said, here's Scott Robert Lim. Enjoy.
Okay, so I'm at about 3.5 right now, or 2.8. I'm at about 5,000 shutter speed, and my flash is set to about 1/64th power. And generally, I'm usually around 1/64th power or 1/32nd power the whole time. Good. And let's do one where we're leaning forward again. And so I'm exposing for the background, and then adding flash onto the subject. Good. Ooh, gorgeous. Just keep your nose a little bit this way. Good. I'm gonna get a little bit more of that blue in, which looks great. Good.
What do you love most about the global shutter with the A9 Mark III?
The global shutter makes everybody look amazing. No, I think what I love about it is that you can control the ambient with whatever shutter speed, so therefore you can lower your f-stop. And so when I'm at 1.8, I just need a little bit of light on my subject, and so I can easily overpower the sun at around 1/64th power or 1/32nd power, which I would have to be at full power with a lot of other flash systems. And so this gives me a lot of versatility. I can keep shooting. There's no really recycle time. Put your arms out right here. There you go. Right now I'm using the symmetry. So I always love looking for corners because it makes your eye focus right on the subject because of the leading lines. So that's one kind of composition thing that I always look for is corners, and will always set up the subject. So composition is huge too. So either I am going to put the subject in the pool with blue behind her, or up into the sky. And I like to keep that subject really clean so you can totally see the subject at all times. Beautiful, look right there. Bam. I'm gonna go, and I always try to shoot portrait and landscape because, as you know, for social media, ooh, I like this. And sometimes it takes you a little bit to fall into that shot where everything kind of comes together, because the model has to feel comfortable too. And so it's really good that you kind of just communicate and see what's comfortable for them too. Okay, I'm gonna use my 50 now, which is gonna give me a different look, and I'm gonna put it at 1.8. And now it's gonna be more of a portrait. I gotta up my, I gotta lower my flash power because I'm letting so much more light in. I'm actually gonna go to 1/28th power now. I may have to lower my ISO. I'm at 10,000 shutter speed just to control the light. So I'm at 1/10,000th of a second now, which is crazy. Just for kicks and giggles, I'm gonna put it up to 64,000 and see what it looks like. Oh, it looks only like nighttime now. It's just giving you different looks. So it literally looks like nighttime right now. So I'm gonna back it down, and yeah, so I back it down here. Come to the corner. Yeah, there you go. Ooh, yeah. And so a lot of times, now she's like awesome at posing, but let's say I had to shoot somebody that's inexperienced. You always get the subject to lean on something, use props, because once they put all the weight on something else, it's easy for a person to pose. And so that's a standard thing. If I'm having, now I'm having no trouble here, but if I did, I definitely would do something like this where they can lean against something and it's more comfortable. Ooh, I love that. Ooh, gosh, that looks gorgeous. You can see that.
Oh yeah, perfect. Wow.
But it's a completely different look. So I find if you're using a wide angle lens, you have to be really good at composition because you have to add so many different elements and make it all work. Where the cheating way is to just get a lens and blur the background out and it looks amazing. And so I'm gonna fire this flash behind her to create a backlit. So I'm gonna come over here and I'm just gonna fire behind here. Is this pointing at you?
Yes.
Okay, so that's how you line up a flash. You always ask the subject, is the light pointing at you? So when you see the flash, go for it.
Okay.
All right, so that was about 10 frames per second. So I'm using that backlight to kind of get that water, as you can see it, because you can see it, or the backlight, and you can kind of just nail that, which is kind of cool. All right, so when I'm shooting guys, I like a lot of shadow because that makes them look masculine. And so I do a lot of this split lighting. So if you put the light on the side, so it just lights one half of their face, then they look really strong. I'm gonna try that right here. Okay, so what I need to do now is eliminate more ambient light because I need it darker on the right side. So I'm at 3200th of a second. I'm gonna bring it up to maybe 8,000th of a second. And there, see that difference? I can bump up my flash just a bit. I'm only at 64 power, so I can go to 32nd. Yeah, there you go. So now that I got my lighting set up, I gotta be careful of what my background is. And I wanna keep it clean. So when I was lower like this, that back of the pool was running right through his head, and so that's not clean. So I'm gonna raise my position so I get pure blue behind him. Good. What about if maybe I kind of like you leaning on something or whatever. Just, yeah, okay. Then I'm gonna do a shot up into the sky. Let's see right here. Can you see a little bit more shoulder this way? There you go. Ooh, yeah, that looks great. 1, 2. So what I want to do is have the light above her head.
Yep.
Kind of just like this.
Sure.
Kind of like that. Oh my gosh. 1, 2. Beautiful. Good. Good.
Is the light even going off?
It is, but you're going to be amazed. You're going to be amazed on this. Good.